Good afternoon, everyone. Well, good evening now. It's been a long day. I hope you're all enjoying your day. It is a bit cold and windy out there, but I am going to be doing flower readings tonight. So as soon as you're all ready, if you'd like to comment or just let me know that you're around, and then we can talk about what we're going to do. When I pick a flower, I like to get the person who I'm going to give the flower to and then give the message from the flower and then give the message which I get, if that makes sense. There is quite a lot going on in our world at the moment, and we do like to send thoughts out to the world, but there is changes coming, and we know that. Maybe it is time to make a stand for ourselves. I don't know. But as I said, I'm not seeing any comments at the moment. If we can see. Hello, everybody. Hello, Serendipity. How are you? Hi from South Wales. Hello, Elizabeth Jones. That's a Welsh one. Hi from Dagenham. Caroline May Sandbooks. How nice. That's a nice word, isn't it? Hello, Elizabeth Jones. Come on then. We've had you twice, so we'll talk to you, Elizabeth Jones. Okay. Oh, we've got somebody, Gina McCafferty from USA. But I will give the message first, as I said, to the Lady Jones, or is it a gentleman Jones? Hello, Debbie Callow. Yes, yes, I am. Hello. Hello, Elizabeth Jones. Nice to see you. I think I'm going to give you the berries. If you can see the berries. It is a nice flower in its own right. It's always put into bouquets. It's a beautiful white, pink, and also red berries. When I look at the whole plant, it is quite large, but it does come in different colours sometimes. The leaves are quite curled over, so I feel as though you at the moment are feeling a bit disillusioned and feeling as though you're in your own space, but I feel as though you need to come out of your space to show us how far you have come. I do feel with you also that there's a need just to slow it down a little way, maybe to show yourself that you are stronger than what you think you are. See a little tiny heart here, and I feel that is a child that's in the spirit world. So I know that's with you. Elizabeth Jones, I have a lady with you, and this lady, she comes forward. I want to say she's either a grandmother or she is a mother. She was very much a strong lady when she was on the earth plane, and she would always say it as it was. I feel even now you should be saying it how it was or how it is, especially with people that come around you and you feel as though they're neglecting you somehow. But Elizabeth, this lady who's with you, I do feel the name of Gwyneth, or Gwen come for you from this lady. And also, I do know that there's the name of Pamela and also the name of Sheila that comes in. The lady, I would say she's about 5'4" in height. She lost a lot of weight around her neck, so I know that there's a lot going on around her at that time. She's telling me here that there is a strength within you, that sometimes you need to just step back away and don't let people see your emotions, because your emotions are the part of your life which you really have got to bring back, if that makes sense with you. I do have a gentleman with you as well, and the gentleman either had a cancer of the bones or the spine, because I'm feeling a pain right down my spine. The gentleman would have been dad or granddad. He did have cancer in his bones. I'm given the name of Philip. I'm also given the name of John. And also, I want to give you Michael as well. He said, I had to tell you to pull your socks up because you are going through a stage where you don't believe in yourself anymore. He said, you have to learn to stand up for yourself because you are a strong lady in your own way. But also, you need to look at family and help family. He says that there is a part of you that wants to say, I don't know which way to go. Do I go left? Do I go right? Do I go back? Do I go forward? You can't go back, my darling. You have to go forward and show your mettle. Because I do know with you on this earth plane, you are a strong lady. Maybe you need a circle to help you to grow, or maybe you need someone to give you that helping hand. But Elizabeth, I know that you are a strong lady. You just need to stand up for yourself a bit more. The lady and gentleman are still with you and they're blowing you kisses. And I can see the kisses coming flying over to you. Just went, mum, mum. So I know they're very much close with you and they loved you very much. I do know the child in the spirit world was a boy child because I am seeing blue ribbons. But I also feel there was a little girl that went to the spirit world also. But I felt either a cot death or a child that went to the spirit world a bit before her time. Okay. So I'm going to give you a beautiful red rose from the spirit world. And you know who that's from. And I want to say bless you and thank you. So thank you for working with me. Okay. Dina McCafferty. Hello, how are you? Hello, Heather Green. How are you? Hello, Gemma Claire Meller. How are you? Oh, I've got a flower here, falling to pieces here. Oh, I'm hearing that. So, okay. Gemma Claire Meller, I want to come to you because this flower is falling down around me. Gemma Claire Meller. Yes, lovey, I've got this rose that fell apart. And I've got petals everywhere. They're just flying away. It was a real big rose and it's just fell apart. All the flower petals are coming off. So I don't know whether you're falling to pieces yourself at the minute, because I am hearing that song by Patsy Cline, I'm falling to pieces. So I don't know whether you're going through a situation where you don't know where you are at the moment, but this flower is still there, look, but all the petals, the outer petals, have gone. The inner is perfect, look. Can you see? So I know there. And it's a lovely, strong stem as well. So I know that you are a strong person, but sometimes you need to look to where things are not quite right around you. And even as I'm talking to you, these petals are falling off. So I don't know whether you are falling to pieces at the moment, but as I take these flower petals, I can smell I can smell the scent of these flowers, and I know that they are part and parcel of your life at the moment. I do feel with you, my darling, you have a gentleman in the spirit world, husband, father, or grandfather. I feel it could be partner, but I do know there was a problem with the chest before I went to the spirit world. I am given the names of William or Bill or Billy, and also I am given, yeah, I can see that you've been through a tough time because that is why that's all fallen to pieces. Lovey, here's all the petals, look, they're all in pieces, every one of them. So I know that you have gone through a tough time. The gentleman I have with you is telling you've been going through a tough time because he's saying to you, you have to stand up for yourself and you have to start trusting in yourself again. He said, you've got a beautiful soul. And he says, you know that you've always been able to stand up for yourself. But it seems somebody or some people have been giving you a bit of this. I want to say, let them start to move away from you. Okay. I do feel this gentleman, as he's talking to me, he was very much part of your life when you were growing up. And he said, you was his little treasure. And that's how he said it to you. Gemma, he's saying to you, look into that mirror and say to yourself, I love you, Gemma, and mean it. Start to love yourself because you are a very strong lady, but you just need to get rid of those that are causing the problem. I know illness and things that have happened around you, which I don't bring out, but I want to say to you, life is getting better and it will get better. You just have to be more positive with yourself. Lady come in now, and I feel this is your grandmother. She comes in and she said, you are a strong girl with strong. Okay, lovey. You've got strong genes. You come from a strong family. You just need to start to stand up for yourself again. Now is the time of making them changes stick. As Grandad said, you have to look into that mirror and love yourself again. There is things happening around you that people don't want to know about because you don't want them to. And I feel as though you have just to say to yourself, I can get over it. I know I've had a difficult time, and I know that I am going to get better, and prove it by standing your ground. Tell those who are causing you problems in no such positive words on your bike, mate. I don't need you around me anymore. And you've got to stand up for yourself a bit more, lovey. Gemma, there is your grandma is very strong, and she's telling you you've got to stand your ground. And she's just saying here, I've got to give you some donuts. Why donuts? I don't know. But she said, I've got to give you some donuts. And the donuts are to fill the craving, and also is that it's a memory of going to the seaside and eating a bag of donuts with her. She's laughing. I've got Margaret. I have also Mary and Dorothy with you. I'm told February, March, and October for you. October is for balance. And when you look at October, the 10th month, and if you look at a number 10, the 1 is holding the 0. So you want to take it down to the 1, which is January, and look forward to January next year when things will make you a stronger lady. I hope that all makes sense with you, my darling, but it is time now to take care of you. Okay? I'm going to leave that with you. Thank you for working with me, Gemma. So, you what? Oh, okay. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Hey, Kimburn, let's talk to you. Kimburn. Kim, I'm going to give you the Alstromera. And you see the African lily. It's got a few damp edges here, but we'll just remove them. You don't need the rubbish in your life anymore. As that flower fell to pieces, this one, I've taken it away. This is a beautiful yellow, And the yellow is for your gut feeling and also for your solar plexus. But gut feeling is one of the things I feel you need at the minute. Go with your gut feeling. If you think things are not right, then you should always use your intuition the best you can. Okay? Kim, there is some changes coming in your life over the next few months. And our spirit are telling me you have to stand your ground in a situation that has held you back for a while. I do have a lady with you, and this lady, she comes forward. She is of all the things to give me. She's on roller skates, and I don't know whether it's just telling me about taking off and doing your own thing, or whether she did use roller skates. But I don't know if this is your mum or your grandma. But she's just brought me, oh, and she keeps making me wipe my mouth. So maybe you wiped her mouth before she went to the spirit world. But I do know this lady is laughing like mad. I feel she had a really strong sense of humor because she's on these roller skates and she's floating around here, and it's so funny. She gives me the names of Joyce, Margaret, and Molly. I don't know where their names come from or whether it's family or friends. I don't know. But she's just coming forward to say to you, use your inner strength and your gut feeling on a situation that is plaguing you at the moment. I don't know whether that is right, but I'm just telling you what she's saying. She said you've also had to be the peacemaker. When I get the Glenda Jackson, she was the peacemaker, and that is how I know you have had to be the peacemaker in a situation that's around you. Kim, there is changes coming, as I said before, but those changes are going to be of your making. Nobody else can do it for you, only those who are in the know. I do see that pretty picture of you with the child. I feel you are very much in charge of yourself and you do love your children. There is a sense of practicing what you preach. But this lady, she's still dancing around me. So I feel she was such a high-spirited lady when she was on the earth plane. And I want to say mum or nan. My darling, she just said to say to you, time to take a back seat in something that's happening around you and let it play out. I hope that makes sense. And I have a gentleman with you, husband, father, brother, as he comes forward. Heart problems or lung problems. I'm feeling a lot of pain in my chest and around my back area. So I know that was the problem he went with. He gives me the name of Keith. He also gives me Jack. And he also says to me, when one door closes and another one opens, you can always find yourself again. And something about a lost ring. So I don't know whether you've lost a ring or you understand somebody that's lost a ring. Your father, is it? He's very strong-willed. I know that because the way he's just come in with a strong sense of values with him. But he's saying to you, my darling, you have to sit back and watch it play out. So whether it's family or people, friends or work colleagues, you've just got to let it play out. Keep your mouth zipped. Don't allow them don't allow them ammunition against you. I hope that makes sense. I am given Okay, my darling. But the gentleman I have with you is also giving me the name of Len, or Lionel, known as Len, as well. He just said to cut the ties. So I don't know why, but it just said cut the ties. I'm given December, January, and also I want to give you May, the name of May and the month of May. Right. I want to give you Lily or Lillian and United. So whether it's a football team or Family United, I don't know, but I've got to give you United. Okay. And Jessie, the name Jessie or Jessica. Okay. Right. I've just got to give you Peter and to say to you, stick to your guns, you'll get there. That's right. So thank you. So I'm going to leave that with you, my darling, and to say thank you for working with me. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. So thank you, Kim, for working with me. And please take all on board what I've said. Thank you. Come on then. Oh, dear me, dear me. Okay, okay. Can I talk to Sharon, please? Sharon Langlands. Sharon, I want to give you the red rose. Can you see the red rose? And the red rose smells absolutely divine. It is a strong flower look. It's got all the leaves there, and the red rose is perfect. I can take the outer edges off it and it'll bring it back to a rosebud. But I feel this rose is perfect for you. And I feel this is from a lady in the spirit world. She wants to give you the red rose as memories, but also for love. And this is either mom or grandma I have with you. She said the rose, the red rose, means love for all eternity. And I want to say that that is what this rose is saying to me for you. I do have this lady with you, and this lady, she comes forward. She said I had to give you inner strength. She said, Sharon, you need that at this moment, inner strength. She said you've had to take the rough with the smooth, but it's been more rough than it has been smooth just recently. And that is what she has asked me to say to you. I don't know why, but I'm given the name of Sheila and also Shirley. And you're Sharon. So I know there's 3 S's within your scope, you know. I'm told here that this lady is saying to you, the fire always burns brightly. Okay, the fire always burns brightly when you think about your loved ones, because you're always thinking about your loved ones in the spirit world. And she is saying that your mom is also your inner strength as well. She's saying here, thank you for all you did for her when she was on her transition. And I feel that is for your mum as well. Ah, she just said the 3 S's. So there you go. But she's just saying here, you have to take that clap, because she's saying you are stronger than what you think you are. She's saying here, sometimes it is the only time you have time for yourself is when you're in your own quiet space. Again, I do feel that the lady with me is showing me making cakes. So I know that she was a cake maker. Yet she couldn't make a Yorkshire pudding for some reason. I don't know if that's right. She's saying she couldn't get a Yorkshire pudding to rise, so she bought ready-made. She's laughing. Oh, you should be strong, my darling, because she's saying here you've got the strength of the family, and she's very pleased with how you are at the minute. Maybe you're not coping well at the moment, but she is there with you, and she's giving you that helping hand which you need. I'm going through a patch with my husband at the minute where he is housebound and can't walk about. So I feel you're going through the same situation at the moment with somebody who is not so well. Okay. I do have a gentleman with you at the moment, and this gentleman, as he comes forward, I do feel he had a heart attack, and I do feel that he had a couple of, should I say, anxiety attacks, and he didn't go to the doctors, and then he ended up transitioning. He comes forward to bring you. Oh, it's your mum that's housebound, is it? Yeah, it's like my husband. The gentleman I have with you, I don't know whether it's your dad or it's your granddad, but I know this gentleman. He said, I wish I'd have gone to the doctors when I got the first inkling something was wrong. Do you know what? He's just brought you a bottle of Cherryade. So I don't know whether that's your favourite drink or it was his, but he's just brought you a bottle of Cherryade. He's saying to you, thank God for having a daughter that is strong-willed. Even though you feel as though you're not at the moment, you're just saying that you are strong-willed. Okay. We're sending bluebells for your mum for her healing. She appreciates all you do for her, you know. Only she doesn't always say so, does she? I'm given Michael. I'm also given Bill and Jim. I also want to give you August, June, and also November. The anniversaries around you. But at the end of the day, my darling, remember, just because your mum's housebound doesn't mean to say that she doesn't appreciate your help. Okay? So can I leave that with you, my darling, and say thank you for working with me? Oh, it was your granddad, was it? Thank you. So I'm going to leave that with you, and yeah, you're welcome, my darling. Okay, thank you. Right. Thank you, Sharon, for working with me. Richard? Well, you haven't put it on. Sorry. For goodness. Yeah. Come on then. Louise Welland, please. Can I talk to you, my darling? Louise Wellens. Good afternoon, good evening. I should say it's got to be good evening, hasn't it? Louise, I want to give you this lovely rose. Can you have a look? It's yellow with pink and red. It's got quite a few thorns on it, so I've got to be careful. So either something is around you at the moment and you're feeling a bit disheveled, or you are feeling a bit prickly at the moment. I don't know, but I want to say that this rose is absolutely perfect, even down to the, to the lovely thorns on it. But I see here with this flower as well, there's been a few ups and downs with you just recently because a couple of the thorns have split. So whether it is to do with a split in a situation or a relationship, but I do know this rose is for you with love from the spirit world. It smells flowery, really flowery. So, Louise, there's a lot going on in your life at the minute where you feel a bit lost, but I want to say it will open up to possibilities for you in the next few weeks. I don't want to say months, I want to say weeks. We have a lady with you, and this lady, as she comes forward, I do feel either mother or grandmother as she comes forward. I do know that when she was on the earth plane, she was very strong-willed, and she also loved you to bits. She's saying to you, you have to get your affairs into order. So I don't know whether you've had a few situations with a work condition. I don't know whether somebody in work has been giving you a bit of this. Well, you have to give them it back. Don't sit on your laurels and let people see who you are. Stand up to be counted, my darling. And this is what this lady is saying to you. I don't know whether this is your grandma or your mum, but she's telling me, hands on her hips, and she's saying, get your backside into gear and stand up for yourself again, girl. She said, you've always had that strong streak like me. She said, well, use it. And she's saying here, I love you to pieces. She said about a situation around you at the moment where somebody thinks they're better than you. Well, they're not. You are your own person and be your own person. Louise, there is a gentleman coming in as well. And this gentleman is either your dad or your granddad. He's brought a little bike for you to sit on. So I know that you had a little bike when you were little. I do know that he was a strong man and loved to be outside in his garden. He just asked me why I ain't got any dahlias here. And I've just said, because they're in the other vase. So sorry, I got the dahlia there for you. He used to grow dahlias, he's telling me. He's saying here that you've got the strength of your gran. You have to use that strength which you've got, you've inherited, to show yourself who you are. I don't know whether you are looking for a new job or the job is coming up, but I do know you have to think carefully before you make a commitment. Don't jump out of the frying pan into a fire. Remember, Louise, that you are just one person. But once you can stand up for yourself, you'll be there. I don't know whether you've got a boy child, because I was told there's a boy child around you that is very spiritual in their own way. And they've, as from an early age, they have, seen spirit. I don't know if it's your boy or it's a boy that's within the family, but I do know this boy has been seeing things from an early age. He is a strong spiritual person. He's what we call the indigo child. But I just know at the end of the day that you have to watch over him because you are there for him. You need to start to read some spiritual books, I'm told. Doris Stokes said, there's no way you can die for the life of you. You live on. And I feel that you've been questioning yourself. Sorry, just recently. I feel I've got another gentleman here with you who had a dreadful cough before he went to the spirit world. He's just put that on to me, and he's just said that I had to say hello to you. I'm given the name of Andrew or Andy, and I'm given Rob or Robert and Paul. And I know they're all around you and they're egging you on a bit, saying, get on with it. Louise Welland, you are Louise. Be Louise. Okay? Right. I am given August, September, and also October for you. And I'm also given the number 11 and the number 15. So doors, dates, I have to give you that as well. So Louise, can I say thank you for working with me? And I hope it all made sense for you. So thank you for working with me. Ah, dear. Next, please. Oh, you will get the help for it, my darling. Get the book. Opening. Okay. Opening to Spirit. You'll get there. Okay. Come on, Lima. We'll talk to you. This is the time that you need at the moment. It's the one previous, please. Limo. Yeah. Can I talk to Limo? Now, this is your most to get a message because this is my least favorite time of the year. Why? Because you lost somebody, or whether it's just cold, miserable. Let me choose you a flower, can I? Oh, let me take those damn things off. This is still in bud. This is the Stargazer Lily. And it's called the Stargazer Lily because it always points up towards the stars. And it is called this as well because of the lily family. This is the most one that is so special for you. The Stargazer Lily, as I'm talking to you, my darling, is part or parcel of your life. I know that the strength with you, but the anniversaries come round every year and we lose people, but they haven't left you. They are only just a thought away and they're always there with you. My darling, I was chosen the Stargazer Lily. I have a gentleman in the spirit world that's come forward and he wants to say, always know yourself for who you are. Don't let others put you down. You have been a star in the making. And he's saying to you, now is the time for no regrets, but to move forward. I know this gentleman, as he comes forward, he is just telling me that there's a lot of love coming to you from the spirit world. October and November, you hate. And he said, just to say to you, that life continues after physical death. We are ready now to put you back on the earth side so that you can do things your own way. I do feel with you, you need some guidance on your spiritual journey so that you can speak to him and the lady who's with him. I know that I have a lady and gentleman with you. The gentleman's about 5'8", 5'9" in height, and the lady with him is smaller. The lady is either mum or grandma, and the gentleman who's with you is loving you all the more. He's saying here, tears are helpful in a way because they're healing. He said, I haven't left you. I'm still here with you. Only you don't see me. I always find when we have somebody that we've lost who is so close, we don't always see or hear or feel what we want to feel. But the lady who's with you is either your grandmother or your mum. She's on about Joe, and also going about, I want to say, either Bridget or Betty. I don't know. But the gentleman with you is just telling you love goes both ways. And whatever we did in the past, we still love one another. And the Stargazer Lily is showing you when you look up to the stars, just make those thoughts come into your mind and he will hear you. He will hear you crying. But he's just telling you that because he's sent you a lovely heart to go with it. I want Julian or Julia. Joseph is granddad. Lovely. And who is Julia or Julius as well? And also, and great granddad. Okay. And I also want as well Paul or Paulo or Pauline. I don't know. I know you sense and hear spirit because he's just told me that. But also he wants to say to you, when you sense he's around you, send your thoughts out. Thank you. But I just need just to say to you as well, time knows no barriers. When it is your time, all your relatives will be there to throw you a party. And they are bringing all their love to you. The people are just there, they're just crowding you. So it's time either to go back into a circle and learn how to bring spirit through properly. But I know I was waiting 11 years before I saw my first husband, and he was sat by my bed. So I know you just have to bide your time, look to the spirit times. The spirit are with you every step of the way, and they will show you they are with you. Okay? Right. Of all the things to give you, I've just got to give you a horse. And I want to give you the stallion. And I want to say to you, the stallion is there for your strength because you've always had strength and he wants you to continue in the same vein. So, my darling, take what I've said on board and always remember, spirit are that close to you. They're just a step away. All right, my darling? So can I leave that with you and say thank you for working with me? Okay, you're welcome. Okay. Gina McCafferty, let's talk to you. You seem to like a lot of flowers. Gina, I want to give you this beautiful, beautiful Alströmera, the beautiful African lily. It is the beautiful shape. If you look inside the lily, you can see it is the lily. The lily, to me, whichever it is, always means to me perfection, because I love the lilies. And it's like the parable, consider the lilies of the field. They grow not. I can't remember all the words of it, but it's like it's in the Bible. Consider the lilies of the field. And that is one of the things which I do like about lilies, and whether it's the Alströmera, whether it's the Stargazer, or whether it's the normal lily. I just love them. The stem is quite strong here, so I feel you're a very strong lady, Gina. I feel you also enjoy seeing them in the gardens. But I want to bring you a beautiful lady here. And this beautiful lady, as she comes forward, I want to say it's either mum or grandma as she comes forward. I do know that when she was on the earth plane, she loved wallflowers, pansies. She also loved the tulips and the daffodils. Any flowers that were there, she loved them. And especially on Mother's Day, she loved it when she got her flowers. She's shown me daffodils, but they're not only the plain daffodils, I've got them with the big orange middles, and I've also got the white daffodils. And I just want to say from her, thank you for the flowers on Mother's Day. So whether it was you that gave them or whether or not it was somebody in the family. I'm seeing here also this lady, she's sitting in a kitchen and she's sitting up to a table and she's shelling peas. And she's shelling peas. And I feel is that it's your grandmother, is it? She's just sat there shelling peas and she's got a cigarette in her mouth. I'm laughing at her. And she is just showing me shelling peas, having a fag, and just getting on with getting everything there. You must feel her in your house because she is there close with you. Your daughter has seen her, I feel. She's just saying to you that you have got the gift, as did she. I don't know whether she was the one that read the tea leaves or it's your mom, but somebody read the tea leaves. I can't remember the old words she used, but it was Casamony or something. That's the name she's given it. And she said here that you are strong in your own way. You try your best to help others, but sometimes the others don't want your help. She's saying you are strong spiritually. And she's saying, oh, Rita, I want to give you Rita, the name Rita. I'm feeling quite dizzy. So I don't know if it's you that's been feeling dizzy just recently, or it was her. But she just said that she's been gone a bit times now. She's saying here that she loved all the flowers, whatever they were. And she's saying here, she just said to me about lilies of the valley. She had those in her garden also. She said, if you look at a pansy, it is the fairy flower. It's got the fairies imprinted into the petals. And I feel she used to tell you that when you was a child. She's saying here that there's been a bit of an upheaval in your home just recently. And she's happy that you're living in her home.